Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are making this delicious beef stir fry with pepper sauce. So I'm using about 1 pound of beef strip, which is about 500 grams, and I added half a teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. The baking soda is going to help tenderize the beef. Just going to mix it well. And then I added 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger and garlic paste. And then we're just gonna combine it and mix it well and let it sit for about 10 minutes. All right, while we prepare the sauce for the marinade. 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of oyster sauce, and 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. If you have sherry wine, that's fine, that's perfectly all right. And I made a slurry and then just add it here, and then 1 egg white. Please add 1 tablespoon of water, break down the egg white and add to the meat, which I forgot to do. Now the brown sugar is gonna help to give that nice caramelization while you sear, and also the cornstarch is gonna give that nice velvety texture, and the egg is going to bind. All right, so I added 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. I just felt that it needed more. All right, now we're going to let it sit and we prepare the sauce, the main sauce. Now 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. It's the same recipes that I use for the marinade. It's the same recipe, ingredients. It's the same ingredients we're gonna use for the sauce. We're just gonna add 2 more ingredients, and then of course 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil and about 1.5 tablespoons or 1/4, how much you like, of coarse black pepper. I really wanted it to be much bigger pieces, but this is what I have at the moment. Just gonna mix it well and let it sit aside. All right, now for the vegetables, I am using green onions, broccoli, I've got white onion and ginger. I like to cut it in, small strips like that. 1 red bell pepper, 1 yellow bell pepper, 1 carrot. You can use any type of vegetables that you want. So I'm going to start stir frying the meat, and I used 2 teaspoons of oil. You want to make sure that your skillet is piping hot. Mine was, but you can't see the steam. I don't know why. When I cook I can see, but when I edit the video I don't see it. Anyways, so we just want to cook this 1 minute on one side. Total 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook this because it will turn rubbery. Okay, so after 1 minute, now I'm just gonna flip it to the other side. And if you have noticed, I have not used any salt because the soy sauce is enough for us. But if you want more salt, you can always add more. If you want your beef stir fry to be a little bit more wet, you can always increase the ingredients. Okay, so now we are ready, and then I'm going to cook the rest of the beef. Okay, you don't want to cook it all together because you'll have a lot of moisture and it will not be frying then. Okay, so we're going to add 2 more teaspoons of oil, and then we're going to fry the rest of the beef. Okay, so I did share this on Instagram and I asked people to raise their hands, and I got quite a number of people, so it was encouraging. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. I use Aroma of Zanzibar or Fatia Ismail. So now we're going to fry the vegetables. I've got my onions first. Please make sure your heat is high at all times, okay? And then the ginger. So I did the onion for about 45 seconds, and then the ginger about a minute or so. And then now I'm going to just add the vegetables. Now you don't want to overcook the vegetables. We like them cooked but nice and crunchy. So we're just going to cook for about a minute because we are going to cook them further with the sauce. Okay, The sauce needs at least 2 minutes to cook. You don't want to have raw starch. Okay, so just gonna stir and then let it cook for a minute or so. And then now I'm just gonna add the sauce. Now if this is not hot enough, you can always add more black pepper. Okay, so after I added the sauce, then I reduced the heat to medium. Okay, so you just want the sauce to cook, and that's it. And now we're just going to add the beef, and this is so delicious. It smells amazing. And you can serve this with noodles, you can serve it with rice. We served it with jasmine rice. And yeah, while you're here, please do not forget to visit the description box, so I will mention all the ingredients and the measurements, so you can get to cook this as well. And then last is my green onions. Right, and we are done. This takes maximum 30 minutes. Anyway, so we're ready to serve, and as you can see, it's beautiful. For more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar, and thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you. And yeah, you have a wonderful day, and thank you again. Bye-bye.